The CARICOM Secretariat and the World Food Program invite you to join the region's 25 by 2025 Food Security and Nutrition Revolution. Join us in being a part of the regional I Am Agriculture Youth Campaign. Experience testimonials from successful youth agri-entrepreneurs from across the region.
Eden Farms was birthed many years ago as an idea, a concept to transform the agricultural scene in the Bahamas. Lincoln Deal shared the vision with several friends, including myself, Mr. Carlos Palacios, Mr. Scott Blackier, in 2020, and we started to make it happen. And so as co-founders, we acquired the first container farm in April of 2020. And then we moved on to expand into the 3 current flagship container farms that we have. The other 2, we were actually the first in the world to have these most advanced container farms, and we started operating those in January of 2021. Because the pandemic was happening, it caused thinking caps to be put on about how do we solve the problems that have been created by a pandemic. And we certainly saw that there were shipping disruptions that had massive impacts on food retailers and restaurants and families. And so we immediately recognized the importance of being sustainable and being able to be independent in our journey as agriculturists and as people and as a nation. And so that was tremendously motivating because we had to innovate. But not only that, during a pandemic, you have sometimes more time to think about what you're going to do because traditional business is slowed. And so you have to become more relevant to the needs of a society as it moves on.
My academic background consists of studying small island sustainability, environmental and ecosystems management at the University of the Bahamas. And over the course of the pandemic, while we were all shut inside, I decided to kind of convert an old fish tank that I had into a plant terrarium. And I transitioned from using a bunch of succulents to then just branching out and creating my own garden. And then I saw Eden Farms come across my Instagram feed odd enough, and I decided to apply, and here I am. Our day-to-day task kind of looks like just making sure the machines are okay because it's a containerized hydroponic system. So that consists of cleaning recirculator filters and just making sure our EC levels, pH levels, and temperature levels are adequate in the farm. And then we harvest orders depending on our order capacity. And then after that, we just go into day-to-day tasks, whether that's transplanting, seeding, cleaning out the columns, basic maintenance, cleaning troughs, make sure filters are clean, AC filters, like I mentioned, recirculator filters, dumping water if that's needed, making nutrients for the tanks, so on and so forth. 5 days out of the year, you can conserve water and conserve energy, and it's much more efficient than traditional agriculture. And I think that makes all the difference for small island developing states with struggles with food insecurity.
So our vision is very large. We started with the container farms, and we have determined that the real way to impact the real gargantuan size of the demand in the economy is through economies of scale and growing to meet that demand. So when you look at the statistics of things, the Bahamas imports upward of $1 billion in food. Okay. Now, when you take a look at the direct spending on agriculture per se, on the leafy greens and the other perishable produce, you're talking about, say, 200 million. And so where we are now as Eden Acres, at Eden Farms, essentially is these 3 state-of-the-art container farms. Where we're going is continuing this container farming model where it's at, but then scaling into a much larger Eden Acres project, which essentially is a 70,000 square foot indoor hydroponic, robotics-enabled facility that's going to be located on Gladstone Road across 12 acres. and producing 1.4 million pounds of produce per year. Technology has become pervasive. It's touching every single sector, every business, and it's making things more efficient and manageable, controllable. And it's just amazing what can really be monitored when you look at agricultural produce. When you look at the health of a plant and the growth cycles, technology enables you to really monitor that process and to even be able to see when there are needs of stepping in to create that environment of additional care. And so what we've been able to do is have a pesticide-free, non-GMO, healthy, clean, farm-to-table approach enabled by technology with an app in your pocket. And so this is the future of agriculture. We even see now that the blockchain is even becoming more relevant within agriculture. And so we see as the business grows that that's going to be something that sort of starts to take root. We see increased artificial intelligence, machine learning, and quite a lot of technology advancing all around us and touching agriculture in a major way.
Farming is becoming more tech-enabled, and I think that's the cool thing about 21st century agriculture. We now incorporate technology into the entire system, which makes it easier to see the farm from your phone, or can be able to control lights, be able to control the water, and it just makes growing easier and makes growing more efficient, because I don't think farming is comfortable in the sun, and I don't enjoy being in the sun for long hours at a time. So just being able to be in a climate controlled place where I'm able to, let's just say, control everything from my phone and just have to come in for minor tasks, I think that's amazing. And then being a woman in the field of agriculture is just something new in itself. Seeing that I'm so young and a female, it just makes the experience more, because I feel like I'm breaking barriers and just integrating spaces that are new. Hi, my name is Amber Turner. I am from the Bahamas and I am agriculture.
Hi, I'm Gilbert Cassar, CFO, co-founder, director of Eden Farms. I'm here in the Bahamas and I am agriculture.